And it's
Yeah.
a tiny thing to do, is to speak to someone. It's tiny, you know. You've
Those
got neighbours
small
there.
conversations.
Yeah, tiny. It's tiny,
Yeah.
and it costs you nothing.
Yeah.
It costs you nothing to go next door or to go down the road or to pick up the phone to a mate and go, "Hi mate, just thought I'd touch base."
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I had my friends around me when I was at my low, because otherwise it could have been such a different story for me. On paper, I had everything. You know, I had a good job.
Yeah.
I was on the radio every day. You know, I worked for Go Compare. You know, they were solid jobs, but actually the reality was very, very different. I could feel alone in a room that was jam packed with people in places where I was working. You know, I'd be hosting to about 1,000 people, hosting a dinner, and just still feel very isolated. I think, you know, that's when I had my really dark days. You know, you say when I was ill, I still have those moments, and I think it's okay to have those moments. I know this sounds weird, right? But when I was on air every day on Radio Wales, when I was talking to people for 2 hours or 3 hours, as it is now, every day, that was my escape. It was like I had the blinkers on. Nothing else mattered. It was just me and them. Yeah, it was weird actually, because a guy came up to me in the street about 2 months ago, and he would have been about 75. He said to me, "Thank you for talking about your mental health on the radio." I said, "All right." He said, "Yeah, because I feel like that. I feel like that." And he said, "And I know my son feels like that, and I've been able to talk to my son about it now, and it's really interesting. All I can do is say, I have felt like this. You don't need to know the reasons why. I mean, I've told you the reasons why today. You just need to know that you're not alone in feeling these things. You're not I'm not the first person. I won't be the last person who's thought about taking my own life, or, you know, who's gone to bed and just wept for 20 hours, or,
Yeah.
you know, it happens to us all, and we can all, no matter who we are, find ourselves in those situations. You know, if our parents and our grandparents had been able to do that, it would have been just so much better. You know, I know
Yeah.
my mother would, you know, had so many demons in her life that had she been able to, you know, talk it through, it would have been a very, very different outlook. My friends, you know, I've got very few friends, you know, I can count them on one hand really. We find strength in talking about it with each other, not in a kind of, "Oh my God, I'm so sad, I'm so sad," in a kind of, "Oh yeah, are you all right?" You know, and trying to get to the bottom of what's causing those emotions. It's so good just to have that conversation, even if it's over a garden fence. And it's so hard at the moment. You know, everybody's got masks on. Everybody looks unapproachable. Everybody, you know, is head down. They don't want to get COVID, which I totally understand. But, you know, looking out for those people is so important.